You're really good, you're really skilled, you're really talented, but nobody knows. And because nobody knows, nobody's gonna contact you. I found that people were going ahead of me, were getting opportunities, were getting noticed, were getting recognition for things that I knew how to do. But because I didn't use my words, I was quiet. We are learning to vocalize and use our words to get opportunities, to put ourselves out there and let people know who we are and what we do. We are back with another video. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. You will love it here. Today we're talking about use your words. I say this, I'm a mum of two, and I say this to my kids all the time. When they are crying or not knowing how to articulate something, or when something's wrong, I crouch down, go down to their level, and I say, use your words. Now, I've been guilty of not doing the same, and this has cost me opportunities. It's cost me money. It's cost me network. It has cost me a lot in my workplace. Me keeping quiet when I know the answer, me keeping quiet when I have a suggestion has cost me a lot, even in my business. And how many of you will sit there and someone asks you what to do and you say, well, no, you're not just anything. Use your words and articulate who you are with confidence. Now, I remember I work in tech, and when I first joined that role and that job, I was one of the only few women in a very male dominated environment. Now, to make matters worse, I was the only Black woman. And I remember being in meetings and I wouldn't say a word. I would be shook. And I'll just be there. And I remember thinking, someone would say something and I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. What about if we do this? Bearing in mind, it's in my head, right? Because I've never say anything. And then someone else, usually a male, would be like, oh, that's a good idea. What if we do this? And I'm like, I was just thinking that. And then someone else would say something and I'd be thinking, oh, that's a good idea, but maybe if we do it like this. And then sure as day, someone else would say, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe if we do it like this. And I'm like, And I found that people were going ahead of me, were getting opportunities, were getting noticed, were getting recognition for things that I knew how to do. But because I didn't use my words, I was quiet. I was silent in meetings. And I always hear the word closed mouths don't get fed. So we are learning to vocalize and use our words to get opportunities, to put ourselves out there and let people know who we are and what we do. So no more keeping quiet when you know that you know the answers. When I tell you the opportunities I've missed opportunities. And I don't want anyone to do the same, because this is our year of leveling up. If you're on the channel, you know I've been saying this since January. So in our year of leveling up, we are learning how to speak. And I don't know if it's a cultural thing for me. I don't know. I don't think anyone said it, but you were always seen but not heard. Just keep quiet. And now I'm unlearning and relearning that actually it's not just people see your works or people see how good things you are. Sometimes you have to champion yourself and you have to put yourself out there and let people know what you're doing, what you do, what you're about, and everyone's good at something. So whether you're good at singing or dancing or writing or poetry, or whether you're good in your job, whether you're in tech, whatever you do, whether you have a passion or a hobby, if you keep quiet, no one will ever know that you exist, or no one will ever know you're good at something. And people will jump ahead of you and go to the person who is vocalizing that. There are people that are ahead of you, not because of skill, not because of talent, but because they learned how to use their words. They learned how to vocalize what they were doing, whether it's just taking a picture. I'm just about to go to this event, or I'm just about doing this, or taking a picture of them playing music, playing the drums, playing the instruments, and put it on social media. The right person has seen it, and because of that, they've got opportunities. The amount of times I've seen people, and I'm like, I could actually do that. But because I was quiet, I was shy and timid. I wasn't even shy and timid. I just didn't want to put myself out there. People were jumping me because I was invisible. I didn't exist, and going to those other people until I was like, wow, okay, now it's time to use my words. And I have been doing that for the last year, using my voice and using my words to show and articulate what I'm doing. And I don't really think this is something that we're taught in school. Well, I mean, I must have missed this when I was in school, because nobody taught me this. Nobody taught me how to voice my opinions or articulate myself in that way, ever. So I really had to go through a process of unlearning and relearning. And this can be something small. It can be something like I'm doing something and I've done a lot of things and I've got, and I had loads of photos, but I've just never posted it online. Whether it's me speaking, whether it's me working with young people, whatever it was doing, just the simple fact of taking those clips and putting them on social media. This is what I've learned. And I recently started using my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, and I've just been posting like stuff that I've done in the past, or stuff like quotes or anything, because I'm a coach. I'm a personal development coach, and I'm a speaker. But no one would know I'm a speaker if there's nothing on my social media. And I remember I've been doing this for the last couple of weeks, and I remember I reached out to somebody who was a speaker, and then they messaged me. They're like, "Oh, I see you're also a coach, and I see you're also doing this. Maybe we could do this." Now imagine if there was nothing on my social media platforms that showed that I'm a coach, or that I speak, or that I'm on YouTube. It was just blank. The opportunities I would have missed because of that. Now is the time to use your words, use your platforms. Social media is free. It's literally free. And there are people that are making so much money on social media. And it doesn't even have to be on social media. Wherever you go and people ask, what do you do? You're not just a nothing. You're not and another thing, you're not an aspiring anything. I'm an aspiring musician. I'm an aspiring poet. I'm an aspiring photographer. Stop saying you're an aspiring something. You already are. You just have to position yourself and act like you are that. Use your words and say, I am a photographer. I am a poet. I am a beautician. You don't need any more qualifications. You don't need another skill set. You just need to use your words to articulate and position yourself as that. There are people that are waiting for you, that are waiting for your product, that are waiting for your songs, that are waiting for your service. You're just quiet. Closed mouths don't get fed. So if you know that I'm talking to you, press that like button. Or if you know somebody, you're like, yep, that's that person. You know somebody that's really talented, that has a gift, but is just in their house, in their head, over analyzing, sabotaging their own success, like I was in those meetings. You need to send this to them, because now is the time. We are not doing that anymore. So what does using your mouth look like? Using your mouth looks like, if you know how to do something, speaking about it more. Tell people what you do. Tell people what you want to do. I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. Not, oh, I'm trying. No, none of that. With confidence, you tell people what you do. I am one of the best hairdressers in the East Midlands. I am a multi-award winning poet. You see how confident that is? You already are. You just have to be confident. Yeah, as part of Women's International Day, we are spending the whole month of March talking about confidence, because I realize as I coach people and as I speak to people, confidence is a big thing. People are lacking confidence. They're lacking believing in themselves. So we're spending the whole month talking about confidence. What is it? How to get more confidence, how to articulate yourself with confidence, how to walk confidently, how to talk confidently, how to be more confident in the month of March. So if that sounds like a bit of you and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because now is the time. If you don't know, and if you're new to this channel, you already know that we're leveling up. This year is a year of leveling up. And in order to do so, we need to use our words. We need to put ourselves out there. The other week, I came across this event that I really wanted to go to. Like, when I told you I wanted to go to this event, I wanted to go to this event. Now, I came across it too late. It was on Instagram. And I was like, darn it, it was sold out. And I saw that somebody I know was going to that event. And I messaged him. I was like, hey, I don't suppose you have any tickets. I would love to go to this event. They said no. And then I found the host. And then I messaged the host directly on social media. I sent them a message. Hey, I love what you're doing. This is an amazing opportunity. I would love to attend. I know you said it's sold out, but are there any other tickets, or is there anything you could do? I would love to be in that room. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, okay? And then they messaged me. They're like, oh, wow, this is so amazing. It's sold out. But you know what? Because you've DM'd me, you can come to the event. I said, use your words, whether you're saying it or you're typing it, use your words. To be honest, my social media platforms were dead, as in I never posted anything. No one really knew what I did because I just never posted anything, and I was just expecting that opportunities will come. How are opportunities going to come when nobody knows what I do? My LinkedIn wasn't even optimized. And then I started like realizing, oh my gosh, I'm losing money daily. I'm losing opportunities because I'm not maximizing the platforms. Nobody knows what I do. Nobody knows what I am. And I'm just sitting here on social media watching people who are doing the things that I want to do whilst I'm scrolling. And I was like, no, I'm just going to start posting what I'm already doing. And these are events that I've already attended, people I've already spoken to, quotes that I love. And I've been doing that. And you know what? People have been. I reached out to somebody who is a coach as well, and she messaged back like, "Oh, you're also a coach. I love the content that you're producing." Now, if I had reached out to her and I had no content whatsoever that showed what I did or who I am or what I'm interested in, there would have been no opportunity. The amount of opportunities I've had because I've DM'd people, I have networked, I have used my words. I am now putting stuff on social media. I am positioning myself as this person that I already am. I am using my words. Therefore, people know who I am, what I do, and when opportunities arise, there they are. So use your words. I don't care whether you're a baker, a chef. I don't care what you do. Use your words. Introduce yourself. If you have to write down a pitch and read it until you know how to introduce yourself. When somebody says, "What do you do?" Hello, introduce yourself. Introduce yourself with confidence. Use your words to let people know what you do, to articulate yourself. Because I guarantee you, there are a lot of people who are after what you already do or who you already are or the services that you provide. Use your words. You're really good. You're really skilled at whatever you do. You're really talented, but nobody knows. And because nobody knows, nobody's going to contact you. Nobody's going to reach out. Nobody's going to give you a platform. Nobody's going to invite you anywhere. Another story. So I have a podcast called The Starting Point. And I just put it's always been there. I just put podcast host on Instagram on my thing. And somebody reached out. They're like, "Oh, you also have a podcast?" Me too. I know you're going to be here at such a date. I would love to have you on my podcast. Why? Because I use my words and I just said what I did. It's such small things that you think is irrelevant. I thought the things that I was saying in meetings would be irrelevant, so I kept quiet. There are things you know how to do that other people don't, but you think they're irrelevant, so you keep quiet. And then someone else would just say the thing that you want to say, or do the thing that you want to do, or host the event that you want to host. But because you think, "Oh, this is silly," or it's been done before, you don't do it. In comes along somebody who's bold and will do it, and you're just there watching like this. It sounds small. You know how to do certain things. I was speaking to a sister of mine who's an aesthetic nurse, and she has her own beauty company. And I was saying, "Do you know what? I know nothing about aesthetics. I know nothing about beauty. Can you teach me?" Like, I know nothing, and she knows all of this knowledge and all of this skill, and she's been teaching me what beauty is. She already has the skill, already has knowledge that I don't. The same way people come and ask me about coaching and about confidence and about speaking and how to speak more confidently. There are certain things I think are so common sense. It's not common sense. Common sense is not common. I grew up hearing that. My mum used to say to me, "Common sense is not common. Common sense is really not common." There are things that you know how to do. There are things that come so naturally to you that you think, "Ugh, like, why would I even say this? Or why would I even talk about this?" Say it. Talk about it. Use your words to talk and share. It sounds silly to you, but someone else can read it and think, "Oh my gosh, like, wow, this is mind blowing. This is just fantastic." But because you're quiet, someone else will come and do it. And you're there like, "I was going to do this." Was gonna doesn't count. They've done it. So use your words, use your voice, put yourself out there. I don't want you to just watch the video, like it, and then move about your day. This is practical. What are you going to do from the back of this video that is putting yourself out there, shooting your shot? Drop somebody a DM. Let somebody know that you're inspired by what they're doing and you'd love to learn. Post some content. Go out and do something. Use your words and do something, because the opportunities, they are waiting for you. And they won't wait forever. Someone else might come and take things that belong to you, opportunities that belong to you, money that belongs to you, people that belong to you, maybe a man that belongs to you. You're in your house, you're in your home quiet, instead of socializing and mingling, and your husband is just waiting for you to use your words and get out there, but you're at home waiting for him to fall like manna from heaven. No, use your words, okay? Use your words, get out there, network, mingle, and hey, you may just find your spouse. I'm inviting you to the Influential Women Network. What is this, you ask? Good question. This is a network that I have founded. It's a global network of women who want more for their lives. They are tired of the status quo. They're tired of living in limiting beliefs, or just playing and living below the standard that God has for them. And this is a global network. It is a safe space for women who know that they're called to influence. Now, influence means different things to different people. A housewife has influence. Somebody who works in the supermarket has influence. Somebody who works in the market has influence. The director has influence. We all have different levels of influence. It's just about how we use it. So identifying what is your area and your sphere of influence. How can you influence your home, your children, your spouse? How can you influence the community around you, your children's schools, your workplace, society, the community, and the world at large? Everybody, each one of us has gifts and talents. It's about identifying and unlocking those gifts and really becoming the woman of God that God has created you. So if that sounds like a little bit of you, then please join the network. This Monday, we kicked it off and we started with our goals for the week. So we are keeping each other accountable. We have events, we are networking, there are masterclasses, we have quarterly reviews of our goals. We are bringing in experts in different fields to help us as women level up and grow. So I'm so excited for this network. I haven't even publicly talked about it like that, but there are women coming in, and it's been so fantastic to see people learning. We've got women from Ghana, Kenya, the UK, we've got women from France. It's just been amazing. So if that sounds like a little bit of you, run, don't walk, to the description below and click on the link and sign up, and we would love to have you. Now, I will say this isn't just for anybody. It's for people who are serious. I would rather have 5 women who I'm working with who are committed and want to put in the work. This is not a social club. It's not just let's chat or gossip. We're putting in the work. So if you know you want to put in the work, you want to level up, and you want to see results, I'm very results and impact driven. And I will be pushing y'all. I will be pushing you and encouraging you and bringing out the best in you, because I really believe that God has given me that gift. So if that sounds like you're tired of playing it small, tired of not knowing what you were born to do, tired of just setting plans and never actually achieving those plans, this is the network for you. And I would love to have you join the link below. But that's only if you are serious. If you are not and you're just there to watch, you will be removed from the group. Hopefully not. I've not had to do that yet. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I look forward to hearing all the amazing things that you're going to do by using your voice, because your voice matters. Your voice has impact, and there are people that are waiting for you to step up and use your voice, whether that's to speak, to encourage, to educate, whatever, to entertain, whatever God has called you to do. You need to use your voice, and your voice is powerful. Your voice is important, and your voice is needed in this world. So now is the time to level up and use your voice for impact. And I'd love to hear all about it in the comments below. I will see you in the next video.